Hey everyone, hope everybody is doing well. We're about to finish the first month of 2023. I first have to point out it's been a pretty good month, especially for the stock market. Looks like we're going to be making a gain. Hopefully we'll have a better year for the rest to come. Now, I want to make this video talking about how YouTube prevented me from banning or posting anything because I made a joke about whether or not the results of the 2020 election. And I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to go further in depth with it. All I'm going to have to say is 81 million. I just made jokes. And I didn't even make a statement of whether I believe the election was valid or not. I was just joking. And YouTube, if you want to take down this channel, go ahead, bring it on. And as a result, YouTube just took down the video. They didn't even tell me where was the wrongdoing. And as a result, I couldn't even post anything. No video, no statements, nothing on the community section on YouTube. It's absolutely disgusting, in my opinion. And what is this doing, really? I mean, what are you gaining from this? Do you really think it's helping your cause? Do you really think that by censoring people, just like you did with the vaccines, that somehow, yeah, it's going to make people just believe that all these things you're pointing out is valid and people are just going to walk away? What you're doing are like things that 10-year-olds would do. And as a result, it's going to backfire. More people are going to go to look for other platforms, or they're just going to have second thoughts. They're just going to go with their natural human instincts. And guess what? They're not going to believe you. And that's less likely to believe your claims about what happened in 2020. It's not helping your cause. Now, I think the reason why my video probably has been taken down is because there's probably a small number of you, and yes, there is out there. There's some people who are here locally in Vegas who don't like what I stand for, who are part of a special interest group. They're trying to take me down, destroy my reputation, and they report me to YouTube. Well, if you're one of those people, bring it on. I don't care. Take down this whole video. Take down this whole channel. I don't care. You're not going to stop me. You guys at Google, Alphabet, you guys are a bunch of filthy dirtbags. And I don't care. I don't care if you push me around or try to defame me all over with your search engine. Who cares? And the same with Meta on Facebook. Yeah, I have an Instagram and a Facebook account, and I've had those accounts since, 2008. I've had the same with YouTube. I've had Instagram, I believe, since 2016, because that's when a lot of the other crowd was moving away from Facebook. Go ahead, censor me. I don't care. You're not going to stop me. You're not going to stop the truth. That's why you can't rely on these platforms to share the truth. And you know why a lot of people do that? Because you're too lazy to do something else. All you have to do is just type in your computer, go live, point out a couple of things, and that's it. We've got the neighborhoods out there. We've got public streets. Put a sign out there and voice your opinions of what's going on. Fly something in the air. Drive a truck with a message. Put something in the billboard. Put a banner on a chain link fence. Get your word out there. Use your First Amendment right while you still have the chance. We still have that in this country. They're going after it. All these congressmen like Sheila Jackson, whatever her name is, she's trying to go after when we speak out against the double standards against white people. Use it while we can. Unbelievable. And you think that's actually helping them? No. It's waking people up because people scratch their head and they're like, hey, you know what? Why is this guy saying what they're saying? Why are they trying to shut him up? What are they trying to hide? Maybe I should see what they're trying to find out. And you did the same thing when it came about the jabs, the shots. And guess what? And I'm not going to go further in depth. You know what I mean. And more people are starting to wake up. Well, guess what? Let me get to the heart of what I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to spend so much time here on YouTube if this is just going to keep happening. The same with the meta platforms. And there's BitChute. I've uploaded some videos there, but it's so difficult to upload. The connection and everything is a joke. So where am I going to spend a lot of my time at? Twitter. Twitter, that's right. This is why I believe, which I don't fully trust him. You don't know who these people are. It seems like Elon Musk has done more to change our society, not just with the products he has, but the ownership of Twitter more than anybody else. And I'm glad. Well, maybe he should run for president, for heaven's sakes. Because he's allowing our voices, whether it is about elections, race, whether it's about the jabs, everything to just explode out of control. So if you want to see my updates, if you want to see what I'm up to, when I'm talking about these issues, along with the dirty stuff that's happening or going to happen in the Nevada State Legislature, because we got about, what, 6-7 days right now? Follow me on Twitter. It's CYRUS992, Cyrus992. You got to get that username and follow me in every single platform in case this channel gets knocked out. Because I know pretty soon they're going to knock me out. When I was at the Murren conference, they were telling me they're shadow banning me. I've got like, what, 2,300, 400 subscribers, which you guys need to spread the video as much as I can before I get banned. But without the shadow banning, I probably would have gotten about, who knows, 5,000, 50,000. I could have been another Nick Fuentes or James Alsop, whatever. But they didn't want that because they know that my voices are outreaching. That's why the state legislature, the establishment doesn't like me, because what I say is so true. It makes sense. It wakes people up. And the only thing they can push me around and say, oh, he's disturbing, he's a little loud. Well, you know what? I have every right to be upset. You guys are cowards. You take my taxpayer money and do all this nonsense. Which some of you are not even really progressive, because our taxation in Nevada, even though it's pretty low, it's regressive. We have the lowest gaming taxes in the country. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's absolutely sick. It's absolutely disgusting. Unbelievable. We have to get the truth out. And it's not just the issues I talk about. It's about the financial markets, what to invest, and exposing these bunch of salespeople, snake oil pieces of garbage who are perma bulls or perma bears, who are pumping gold, who are pumping whatever, junk stocks, giving you bad advice, telling you the dollar is going to collapse. I'm talking about Peter Schiff, Mike Maloney, Robert Kiyosaki, and believe it or not, he's one of those truthers. You have to expose these people. And whether it is, you go down the list, Harry Dent, whether it is Jim Cramer, the list goes on. We have to expose the truth. We have to expose the truth about urban planning. That both of these sides, the pro-sprawl, car-dependent side, funded by the Reason Foundation, the Cato Institute, the Randall O'Toole's, the Wendell Cox, telling you that we drive because it's the American spirit, which is a lie. We have codes and regulations and lending policies that encourage that. And yet we have on the other side, which is forget cars, climate change, we have the urban growth boundaries. Both of those sides are heavily crooked, and they're not truly showing what the people want. You have to expose both sides. That's why you have to have people like me to give out new ideas, plan better cities on the outskirts of Las Vegas so we can have something that works for everybody. That's why I'm so active on Twitter, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of truths that have to get out there. And this isn't the only time I was banned, all right? About a year and a half ago, I had the Tulsa, Oklahoma video regarding the race riot, and YouTube took down. Well, guess what? Taking it down isn't going to help your cause. I uploaded on BitChute. It proves me right. It proves what exactly happened. I'm sick of all these race hoaxes. I'm getting tired of it. All this white guilt. You want to call me a white supremacist? You want to call me a racist, bigot, whatever you want to call me? Go ahead. I don't care. And you don't have to be somebody like European descent like me to figure out what's going on. Absolutely. I'm getting sick of this BS. You know what? Why do I have to be sick of it? I'm living my life. I'm healthy. I'm doing well financially. Screw you guys. Screw you. I don't have to be wasting my time doing this stuff. I can be doing other things. So go ahead. Push me around. I don't care. I'm living a good life. I'm enjoying my life as much as I can. But I have every right to be concerned. I have every right to bring these issues up. And you don't respect the First Amendment, screw you. If you and Alphabet or whatever don't care, just get the hell out of the United States. We believe in the First Amendment. We don't have the First Amendment so we can talk about, hey, right now in Las Vegas, it's 38 degrees and it feels like it's 27. Yeah, it's pretty chilly outside. I'm telling you. That's not what the First Amendment is about. The First Amendment is so that we can talk about things that may break certain mindsets, that may be a taboo, that may open our minds, that may be a threat to the establishment. That's why our founding fathers put it in the Constitution. That's why, unless if you believe in the Zeitgeist movement, which they have a good claim, I'm going to wave the American flag. I'm going to believe in the Constitution. I'm going to believe in what the four founders told us. And yes, they owned slaves. Big deal. Iran had black slaves. Iraq had black slaves. So did Saudi Arabia and Pakistan. And they ended it sooner than the Europeans did. Give me a break. Hey, you know what? I want to change my name from Cyrus to something else. Because he had a different view, Cyrus the Great, on race and even gender. And yeah, they're trying to censor to a lesser extent on gender. Not just about the non-heterosexual agenda that they're going after children, but about the reality of modern men and women, the double standards. How nowadays marriage isn't what it used to be. How we seem to treat men differently than women do when it comes to the same issues. We're tired of it. What was the whole thing going on about Andrew Tate? I don't know exactly what's going on, but why do they censor him? People are starting to wake up to this nonsense. And everybody's understanding the reality of what's going on in the mating scene. Go ahead, censor. You're not going to stop the truth. Go ahead, have a telecommunications blackout, because that's what they might do. They might shut off all telecommunications. And guess what? You're not going to stop, because we're just going to get out there and get the truth out. I'm sick of this nonsense. I'm sick of this crap. And what are you guys going to do? What are you doing out there who is watching this video? You have the ability right now, not just to go to the Grand Sawyer building near downtown in Las Vegas, to speak out against these state legislative bills, like they're trying to make non-citizens, likely illegal aliens, as police officers. You can call into these videos. I was at a potluck a couple of days ago. People just didn't have any motivation. When you watch my videos, take action, for God's sakes. Call into these son of a gun testimonies. All this anti-white rubbish that they're going down our throat. They're trying to raise our costs, our fees, and everything. Tell us how to live our lives. Try to destroy our cultural traditions. How to reverse discrimination. Wake up, people. This town has largely been infiltrated by the criminal elements of the deep state, the Wall Street crooked politicians. We have no real campaign finance reform. They were able to hijack the casinos, infiltrate our politicians, pump up organizations and these phony labor unions like Culinary, and infiltrate our entire system. And they have Clark County as their central control mechanisms, unlike any other parts of the country, to control it all. And by the way, I'm going to see the commissioners in about a couple of days, because he's going to have a Black History Month on the Las Vegas Stein. Yeah. Hey, what about What History Month for August? What about Persian History Month? They have one for Arabs. Why not about us? Think about it. And by the way, I heard Joe Biden is going to be having a MENA clarification for Middle Eastern and North Africans. Yeah. You want to lump me in with these Arabs? You know what these people have done to us for the last 1,500 years? We don't like to associate ourselves with them. We don't even get along with them when they're in our own country, Iran. Wake up, people. Diversity is not as good as we were led to believe. I'm not saying it's a total failure. Now, the reason why it's not so bad is because we pump up welfare. The economy is not a third world status. We have automobiles to really separate ourselves in different neighborhoods. Think about it. Unbelievable. I don't know, man. Maybe I should just get away from all this. Yeah, Arabs too, Turks, Mongols, even the British had some influence too. Yeah. I want to scroll down the comments. Let me see here. Yeah, vocal support of the North American Declaration. Yeah, isn't the North American Declaration about the same thing as the North American Union? I mean, whatever happened to the Amero? Low taxes and illusion, the same illusion, and the casinos feed everyone. I'm not surprised. Oh, my gosh. This guy, you know, this whole thing is just baloney. Community guidelines, I'm sick of this, man. And that's the really sad part. It's like these establishment politicians are choosing who they want to regulate, not based on what is good for society. Not all the politicians, but a good chunk of them. And when you're talking about large corporations, it gets to the point where they become common spaces. So even when it comes to the casinos, like let's just say a security harasses you and 86 you from their property for no stupid reason. I think there should be regulations against that. These aren't small little businesses. These are major landmarks. And you see, this is one of the reasons why, and I know I had an issue at the library about a year and a half ago, why public spaces are important. Which is why I don't believe in libertarianism completely, and I don't believe in 100% capitalism, and no, I'm not a socialist. But you have to have regulations when it comes to large corporations. The Gilded Age told us that. And yeah, Greeks did something to Persia. Hey, I believe Stavros Anthony is Greek, so he should pay me some reparations. Unbelievable. YouTube is a joke. And yeah, Nevada, when you think about it, has become a corporate fascist state. The lockdown proved it. You look at the campaign contributions, it explains it all. People aren't even talking about this. Unbelievable. Anyway, last minute thoughts. YouTube, you want to take down this video, you want to take down this channel, screw you, go to hell. I'm going to upload more controversial content. I don't care. But to those of you who want to get my content and information and see what's going on, I suggest you look me up at Cyrus992. CYRUS992. Follow me on Twitter, because I only got about several dozen followers. Okay? And yes, I do have a BitChute channel, but to upload it's so difficult. They don't even let me upload more than 15 minutes anymore. So remember when I did those interviews with Sam Dixon? I can't do those anymore on BitChute, unfortunately. And I've been thinking about doing Rumble over time. I'm probably going to get over there. So just find me on these platforms. Again, I don't have time to spend time on every single platform. But YouTube, you're such a joke. And to top it off, man, I tried to get my channel monetized back in 2011, 2012. I was like, what, 18, 19, 20 years old at that time? And somehow they told me I got invalid clicks and I'm permanently banned from YouTube. I'm like, what the hell is that supposed to mean? You guys are pathetic. You guys didn't even have a contact information or a phone number. In fact, I believe there was a mass shooting from, I think it was a Persian, that happened as a result of that. Unbelievable. You are so pathetic. Or maybe I should just, talk about other issues in this channel. What's going on around town? Kind of staying away from identities, politics, and things like that. Unbelievable. Like, what are you gaining from censorship? You guys really think you're going to win in the end? You're not. You're losing. We're not locked down anymore. There's barely anybody wearing these stupid masks. We're seeing the effects of the vaccine. Get over it. And fine, do some kind of communication blackout or whatever you want to do it. I don't care. You're not going to stop the truth. We know everything that's going on. Do you think it's a coincidence that we're seeing all these plant fires everywhere all across the country? Why are they setting all these eggplants on fire? Why? Thank God I got some 4 or 5 egg cartons in my refrigerator. You're not going to get away with it. You're not going to stop me. You son of a gun. I want to have my eggs. I want to have my proteins. I want to be a man. You're not going to make me eat a bunch of whatever junk, impossible stuff that you're trying to put out. Screw you. Unbelievable. I like being masculine, and I'm proud of it. And you're not going to stop me. All right? I'm a proud heterosexual man. Get over it. It's pretty obvious what you're trying to do. What they're basically trying to do is tell you that the culture that was dominant in America in the early 1960s, the heterosexual lifestyle, white people dominating, the family, the values, everything, the way we dress, that culture is ugly, evil, and a taboo. Well, guess what? More and more people are waking up, and they want to go to that lifestyle. Yeah. All right, guys. See you soon.